With the closure of the PHBM project in September 2008, the final and possibly most significant phase of the PHBM was launched, and with the area now managing its own interests, the real sustainability of the project was put to the test. Had the PHBM laid sufficiently solid foundations for the people of the Upper Manduray River Basin to be able to build a fruitful future?
Since the closure of the project in 2008, everybody there continue the activities, which is a nice thing, you know. So agriculture production is still going on in a very nice way. Rice production is still very high. So that shows that really the farmers master very well the new techniques we brought, especially the one on rice intensification. And also the women are still developing their onion production, so all that is ongoing.
In the PHBM's 10th year of activity, a potential windfall landed on the southern coast of the project area. Rio Tinto announced it was developing an ilmenite mine in the area that would amount to the largest project of its kind in Madagascar's history. For the PHBM and the local producers, it was a massive new market delivered onto its doorstep, which they haven't failed to exploit.
The government decided that Fort Dauphin now is a pole of growth, so they will not only benefit from the mine, but also from this harbour, where they can make a free trade zone, where they can establish also new roads to in-country. So we will see about this development, but it's certainly making a big change in the area.
Asa fampandrosoana zay niarahana niasa tamin'ny projet mandarehatra amin'izay. Misy namana zany manao boky, ny sasany maka sary, dia izy indray zany ao anatin'ny maka film, izay ny anjara vidéo moa ny alalantsika azy. Dia mba nentina iteto izy zany mba hijery sy aka sary mikasika hoe ohatrohatran'izao ny tantsaha aty amin'ny faritra an'itsika rehefa mivory.
For IFAD Country Programme Manager Benoit Thierry, communicating these successes to others in Madagascar and further afield is also an important part of the project.
Well, I think that communication and knowledge management is always a key aspect of IFAD work. Because when you're working on rural development, what are you doing if it's not knowledge management? You're basically training people, showing them techniques which come from elsewhere. So it's a transfer of knowledge, isn't it? So all of our work is based on knowledge management and communication. You have to communicate effectively with the population you are dealing with.
Rural development practitioners elsewhere can learn from the successes and failures of PHBM. And communication is an integral part of the final phase of the project.
PATAS means pérennisation des acquis, des avoirs et des savoirs, and in English, sustaining outcomes, transferring assets and knowledge. Very few people know internationally what was happening. And that's why within PATAS and at the end of the project, we really aimed at opening that more. So PATAS program was designed 3 years before the end of PHBM in order to really ensure the exit strategy of a project, collect all the important documents, make an electronic library and a physical library. Get the same also for all the training done with the farmer organization, so we know exactly how to capitalize on it. And then to prepare with this association the future and see how they will get organized so that they can really plan for their future. What's important is that all the information from PATAS, we organize them in a way that they can benefit not only to the people in the area, but also to other people in Madagascar, as well as worldwide.
The primary objective of any IFAD project is to alleviate poverty and ensure food security. These are also the aims of the first Millennium Development Goal. PHBM more than achieved this goal. There has been a considerable increase in agricultural production, close to 90% for rice and 120% for cassava. And food security has improved greatly, with the proportion of food self-sufficient households rising from 36% in 2001 to 78% in 2008. The second Millennium Development Goal is to ensure that by 2015 children receive at least a primary education. In the PHBM area, access to primary education went from 23% in 1996 to 58% in 2008. Illiteracy among adults also saw dramatic results. 86% of the adult population was illiterate, whereas in 2008 that figure had fallen to 38%. MDG number 3 requires the promotion of gender equality. The PHBM achieved more than anyone expected, with over 40% representation of women within rural organisations by project closure. The Millennium Development Goals also aim at combating major preventable diseases and reducing infant mortality. The PHBM's integrated approach resulted in the construction of 9 health centres and 36 water points, which contributed to a drastic drop in childhood diseases. Increased use of contraception and lessons in nutrition also contributed to improved maternity care. Environmental sustainability is also a vital aim of the MDGs and an issue addressed within the PHBM, with education and programmes planned around the sustainable use and planting of trees for domestic use. 300 hectares of land was reforested between 2002 and 2008, which comprised 650,000 trees. And also the Millennium Development Goals encourage global partnership for development. The PHBM partnered with numerous organisations and agencies.
And we intend now to make partnership, for example, with WFP, the World Food Programme, in order that WFP, instead of buying products outside, would buy its product in country to serve the poorer areas.
Although the value of an integrated approach is doubted by some, the indisputable success of the PHBM has demonstrated that with the right people and planning, real achievements are possible.
We were able to show that a difficult area can be turned into a really productive zone, which can really feed not only the farmers of Mandrare area, but all the south. And by getting the production as the economic engine, then you get people out of poverty.